Okay, so now we have here a problem with dealing with a pendulum for the conservation of energy. So notice that we have this 2 kilogram pendulum bulb is released from rest when it is at A. Notice A is high above. Determine the speed of the bulb and the tension in the core when the bulb passes through its lowest point at B. All right, so let's write down the givens that we have here. So they're giving us the mass is 2 kilograms. We have then also the velocity at A, right? We can say it starts from rest, so velocity at A is equals to 0. And we have, notice the radius of curvature, because notice that's the radius of the rope, that's about 1.5 meters. So that's the whole length of the rope. So as this thing rotates, it's a curvilinear motion with a radius of 1.5 meters. And we're looking for the velocity at B, and we're looking for the tension in the cable, right? Because this thing is, there's a force there, so we gotta look at the tension in the cable. So once again, as always, let's start with our free body diagram. So my free body diagram of the pendulum, and we'll do this at state 2, or at B. We're going to do this at B. And notice at B, once the bulb is right here at the bottom, what forces does it experience? Well, once again, first of all, it experiences gravity. So mass times gravity, right? Weight. We have the tension of the cable, going up. And if we draw right now our directions, notice we can do a normal tangential, so this will be in the U hat end, so the normal direction it will be towards the cable, and tangent to it will be, of course, our tangential direction. So once again, this will be like this, so we can do it U hat T and U hat N, at least for this part, right at the end, at this case right there. All right, so let's solve the problem. So for the conservation of energy, notice we only have weight, we don't have friction or any other, so we only have conservative forces. And since we only have conservative forces, then the equation that we have is T1 plus V1 is equals to T2 plus V2. Kinetic energy at the beginning plus potential energy at state 1 equals to kinetic and potential energies at state 2. So if we do that, let me do the substitute in the equation. So this will be 1/2 mass times VA squared plus mass times gravity times height, right? That's weight times height at A equals to 1/2 mass times velocity at B squared plus mass times gravity times height at B. So from here we can eliminate a couple things, right? So we know that the velocity at state A or state 1 is 0, so we can eliminate this whole term. So that one goes away. So we can rearrange to solve for BV. But also notice, let's mark our datum, or let's mark our reference point. So if we say that right here at the end, this is state B, we can say our height is equals to 0 meters, right? Then we can say that the potential energy at the end, or for state 2, will be 0, since that's our reference point right there. So then what is my height? Well, my height at state A, notice that's the length of the cable, so that's 1.5 meters. So I can substitute it in that. And if we substitute in those values, we will find out of here that VV is, notice also mass cancels out because they're the same. So we can get, rearranging the mass is equals to 2 times gravity times height at A. Take the square root of that, and this will be, just a function of the height. So the velocity will be, the higher it goes, the faster it will fall. So plug in these values, this will be VV or V2, it's 5.42 meters per second. That will be the velocity at B. Right, pretty straightforward. Now we'll do for the tension. So if we do our kinetic stuff, once again for the tension, we can say summation of forces in the normal direction, right? In the normal direction, where we can write it going up as positive. So in the normal direction, this is equals to mass times acceleration in the normal direction, right? So mass times an, where we know that an is equals to v squared over rho. So then we can substitute in there. Once again, we already saw the forces in the normal direction, so that is tension minus weight equals to mass times v squared divided by rho. And from here we just, rearrange, so we'll get tension in the cable, right? This T is not kinetic energy, this is the tension of the cable. So I'm just gonna call then force T, just to make a difference. So force tension, it's equals to mass times v squared divided by rho plus gravity, factoring out the mass. And if you plug this in, we have the velocity, we can find the acceleration, those things are known. You will get that the force of tension in this string, it's equals to 58.79 newtons. Once again, using the kinetics in the normal tangential directions. So pretty straightforward, right? So that is it for this problem. There's other ones that we have here in our notes that you guys can do. They're already solved, so make sure that you also try to solve those on your own, and then you can look at the answers later on to see if you got them correct. All right, that is it for this problem. I'll see you guys in the next one.